I'm going to use 3 different decks for this reading just to keep things a little bit interesting. So 1, 2, or 3. And remember, there's always going to be something for you in this. So that's what we know for sure. Okay, I'm also going to be using the elemental deck, which I love. The images on this deck are gorgeous. I don't always read the books, honestly. I mean, I don't read the books, obviously, when I'm working with you. But in general, I don't really read them very often. Sometimes I'll read them for myself just for fun, just to see what they kind of say after I get my own interpretation. Except for I do like to read the books of like Colette Baron-Reid. She's just so amazing. I do read some of the books, I guess. Okay, here we go. I'm yammering. 1, 2, 3. I see a whole bunch of answers. Thank you. Keep it going. And I'm about to have an answer for you as well. So here we go. Of course, I made things go a little bit longer when I had to choose 3 different decks. That was a really good use of time. All right, my people number 1. Here we go. People number 1. This is the Wizard of Awareness. This is number 3. And number 3 is all about creativity. It's also about new ideas. Could also be about pregnancy. When I also see a man looking like this in this particular thing, this is a lot about spirit guides, connecting with your spirit guides. I get that. So the question is, when's the last time you asked to connect with your spirit guides? Because remember, they cannot intervene without our help. Now, this is the Wizard of Awareness. So this is also... I'm also feeling a lot of like kind of anxiety, but not anxiety in terms of like a negative, almost anticipation. That's the word I'm looking for, anticipation, because I'm feeling a lot of stuff going on in the heart space here as well as in the lung area, which is all heart chakra. So that's going to be green and also pink. So if you want to invite in some green, wear pink, that'll be really good. Any kind of heart openings, if you do yoga, maybe bringing in some heart openings would be really good for you as well. And the idea here, any rose, anything that's going to really open up that, you can work with Shamuel, invite in Shamuel's energy. It's an he's an archangel, like comes in with like that pink, beautiful light. He, she kind of, and they're all androgynous really. So I just kind of change depending on what I feel like saying at the moment. So this is the Wizard of Awareness. Is about really connecting in with your own self, with your own wisdom, with your own guidance. Right? It's not looking outside. It's not looking to people like me to even tell you the answer, right? Because the answers are all found within you. You are a powerful soul. You know your own truth. Sometimes you will work with people like myself to get confirmation, but you know your own truth. And I believe fully that it's really important for you to start to get to know yourself on that level, for you to trust your own intuition and your own path. People number 2. This is from the Elemental Oracle. And people number 2, your card is the outer core and it's fluidity. And we've got another 3 here. This is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 again is about fertility. Could be about pregnancy, new ideas, creativity. When I've seen this card as well, because we've got the element of water, this is a lot about intuition and it's a lot about emotion as well. So it's a lot about giving yourself that opportunity to really kind of flow with your own emotions, with your own intuition. I feel like intuition today is a really big sort of theme that we're getting about going within and really trusting the process for yourself. When I see this woman here talking about the outer core and then fluidity, this is really a lot about honoring kind of the whole picture. It's about honoring all the parts of us. When we see the outer core, that's about the shell of the body. So it's about noticing how the body is reacting. Is the body challenged in any way? And brings me back to the book that I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you were on when I was talking about it, but this book here, Heal Your Body. I was really called today to tell you to maybe pick up yourself a copy, because if you're struggling with things, physical ailments, it's because there's something underlying going on. So it's important to make sure that, for example, we were talking about knees earlier. Sometimes that's about wanting to do things your way, being really stubborn in your beliefs, not wanting to move forward necessarily. And so it's about, kind of giving yourself that permission to move forward and go, you know what, I bend and I flow with ease and grace, and giving yourself that space. So people number 2, this is a lot about making sure that you're taking care of your outer core, that you're moving with grace and ease, that you're doing movement. I get that. So like yoga, dance, anything like that would be good. Yoga can just be deep stretching. You don't have to go to a class. Okay. And people number 3, and this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle, which I love. I love this one as well. And the card that you got is the boundaries card. And we can see here this woman here, and she's sort of in a bit of a cocoon, almost like in a shell, in a dome. And can you guess? It's also number 3. This is a 12. 1 + 2 is a 3. So again, we've got that new ideas. We've got that inspiration, new creativity. We've also got that connection that there may be a pregnancy, fertility, something like that going on. Now, if you're somebody who struggles with boundaries, I want you to go to the posts that I posted with all my content in it there. I want you to sign up for my free masterclass. Now, this masterclass, as soon as you sign up for it, you get access to it right away. I'm a business mentor as well, and I work with spiritual professionals to assist them in getting on top of their tasks so that they can make more impact and have a bigger impact in the world. And I do a whole little section on boundaries. So if you're looking at ways to learn to say no and things like that, go ahead, register for that free masterclass. It's free, and you get access to it right away. As soon as you put in your email, you're going to get an email that connects you to that masterclass. So for my people who are here about boundaries, I really want to strongly encourage you to go and sign up for that class. But this is a lot about making sure that you're honoring what suits you. When we see this woman here as well, she's sort of in her little bubble, little inner cocoon. She's kind of looking outside of herself. And this is a lot about honoring the space that you're in, giving yourself the time that you need to really be here in the moment before you make those decisions. Sometimes, and I use this example in my masterclass, we're forced to make decisions quickly, or we feel like we have to make decisions quickly, even though we actually can create some space and time around doing that. So it's important that you remember that you can actually take time to sleep on it, or you can decide to yourself, oh, you know what, I'm not really sure about what I want to do. And going back to the technique I talked to Susan about earlier on this call, which is like, well, how do I make my decisions? You know, which one makes me feel lighter, which again, I talk about in my masterclass. So for you, it's about being really aware. I get that. They're talking about being really aware about where your energy is being spent, who's depleting your energy, who's filling up your energy. Because sometimes what happens is we actually spend time with people, and when we leave hanging out with them, we don't feel good at all. We don't feel like ourselves. We feel depleted. We feel low in energy. And then sometimes we hang out with other people and we just feel like we're on fire and we could run a marathon and we're ready to just like kick ass in life. So it's about being aware about the effect that people have on you. Now, with boundaries as well, sorry, I had to take a drink because I've been talking for 45 minutes straight. With boundaries as well, you want to be really aware about clearing and cleansing your energy. So salt baths is going to be really good for you. Going out walking in nature is going to be really good for you.